Our ninth topic of the night. Bitcoin is going out and replacing Venezuela's currency.
Question. Venezuela's bolivar has lost all value, therefore it has almost become unusable. The inflation is so incredibly high that 2 million people have left the country because of that. Bitcoin is replacing the bolivar for some people. I actually read an article not so long ago that was relating the story of two people that were living off of Dash in Venezuela. They would do their transactions through it. They wouldn't use the bolivar at all. They would do like get gift cards and trade them just for goods and like the store and stuff. Speaking of which, Dash Text is a wallet service that enables to make Dash transaction via text message. They launched its beta version in Venezuela. This is gonna let people to do transactions of
That's a good spot to release a beta version, somewhere where they need it, and if it goes wrong, you have bug people there trying to fix the bugs.
This lets any person with a phone to do transactions. You actually don't need a smartphone, given that there's only 40% of people in Venezuela that have a smartphone.
That's actually even higher than I thought. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't know, but no, go ahead.
Yeah,
but especially because of how bad their, economy, just generalized everything, business, everything is going right there. Inflation,
but I would say
dollar economics.
Maybe here it's more like 80. I don't
know.
No,
go ahead.
But so you don't actually need a smartphone. You can just use a normal phone because it's just a text message, and you can make transactions with that. You just need to be a customer of Movistar. That is one of the three major.
So Movistar is all the way over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
because
I was gonna say.
Movistar is not something available really readily in the United States. I think you probably could use it like through internet or something.
Yeah, I know it's
like
here because I use it, and I actually when I went to Europe, they have it in like Spain.
Yeah, so it's some places.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So last year the inflation was like 652%, and this year they're looking at 200,000%. And that's both of those are killers. Losing 70% of your money in 1 year is bad. Inflation really is the real vig in life that kills us all, right? Turns all of our money back down, right? Bitcoin is replacing, you were saying, the bolivar. And I kind of found it, I guess because Bitcoin bubbles and it goes down 60%. Bolivar bubbles and it goes down 99%. Bitcoin's better.
Which one do you prefer?
Yeah, it's really sick to actually say that was actually has significantly outperformed even in this terrible situation.
Yeah.
There's points that Petro, which is what Venezuela's government wants to implement.
Like a new coin?
Yeah, Petro was pointed to a scam. It was supposedly had to raise like $750 million. There's really not much proof of that. Basically, domestically, the banks have been ordered to use and accept Petro as a unit of currency, which is tied to Venezuela's oil, which is basically like the one commodity.
Yeah.
It's 2.7 billion coins, and guess who owns them all? The government.
The government.
Yes.
President.
It was supposed to be an ERC-20 token, but then it just became a NEM asset. So my guess is he didn't know how to hire someone, how to do a fork. So he just put it as an asset on NEM because that's just a one thing. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he's basically trying to start a new currency, but the traction isn't there, and like I said, some publications are already calling it a scam. Now, what's really even more interesting is people have confused this PTR Petro that is in the making and working with XPD coin, which is called Petro. And XPD coin has
called Petro?
Absolutely.
Oh, no. Why would we take the same name?
It's all terrible.
That's a mess.
It's all a mess. So, yes, it has gotten spikes off of that. So, don't go out and get the XPD Petro coin. Nope. Even if you want a piece of Bolivia's oil, which it's questionable if they can even do that, if that's legal to tie that to like a blockchain asset. But if it does work and oil is useful in the future and all this sort of stuff, and Venezuela has oil, I mean, it's an interesting thing. But that's PTR, not XPD.
No,
Completely.
XP.
PTR, Petro.
Actually, PTR makes more sense for Petro because...
Yes, it does. By a lot.
So...
By a lot, it does, yeah.
How would you confuse? But yeah, same name.
People don't like to read. It's that simple.
always
People
say
don't like to
that.
read. That's why we have to do this.